Hey guys, in this video we're going to find businesses that advertise that we can target to generate clients. So this is your guide to finding and contacting advertising businesses. Businesses that are advertising are already spending money. So we want to target those businesses, and we don't want to target the ones necessarily in the top position, but in ones down from it, because we want to get them to the highest position as possible. And we'll do a little bit of research. We may scrape, but we'll find within a specific niche those what we want to reach out to. And then we're going to contact those businesses. We're going to gather emails or use a scraper or Fiverr gig. We can cold call them, and then we can send direct mail. Now for the email campaign, so I'll have emails scraped, and then I'll generate an email campaign. I'll use Mailchimp or Constant Contact, but you want to make sure that you use a different domain than your actual business email, because if that gets flagged, say that you do a blast and you're not too familiar with email marketing, you do an email blast and it gets flagged as spam, that could impact your domain. You want to keep your primary domain as not the main email. Then when you get positive responses back from a client, then you CC your domain into where you take it over in the conversation. You're going to want to create at least 5 emails. What I do is I do 3 tips to give them information, and I'll do this based on niches. So I'll scrape dentists, I'll scrape legal, I'll scrape plumbers, and then what we do is we give 3 tips around those niches so that way it's relevant. Then ask for a meeting, and that's where you actually get the responses because they like the tips. Then you ask for the meeting, hey, and be very direct. Hey, I sent you a few email tips, wanted to know when you're available. Remember, assumptive closing. I want to know when you're available for a meeting. Is Tuesday or Wednesday better for you? And then you always give them 2 options. So that way, if you just said, hey, is Monday work? They go, no. You go Monday and Tuesday. No, those don't work, but maybe this. So that's kind of a sales technique for closing. And then when you get the appointment, make sure that when you call, if they don't pick up, call back right away 2 times in a row. And then if you don't get a response back from the meeting email, send another follow-up email, and then you can drip that follow-up email for a period of months. So first we'll look at getting the emails. So we're looking at Yellow Pages or yp.com, yellowpages.com. Now this is a great place. Even if these guys are in first position, they're not getting any traffic from it. I don't have one business that I've seen that does anything with these sponsored ads. So come and just either scrape them with the tool that you have or use Fiverr and get them all. They're preferred. Yellow Pages is a great place. These people are wasting money here, and just tell them, be like, look, I know that you're not getting any business from Yellow Pages. And one of the tricks to cold calling is say, hey, I'm calling about your Yellow Pages ads. And then they'll transfer you to the person who's in charge of them and say, hey, I'm calling about your Yellow Pages ads, and I'm pretty sure they're not working for you, as they don't work for any of my clients. Same goes for Bing. Let's say we do orthodontists, and then it brings up Bright Now. And then if we go over here, these ads, these are people that we want to potentially contact. 800 dentists we wouldn't contact. One Dental. Henry, this guy we'd contact. River Dentistry we'd contact. And we can ask them how their ad campaigns are going and see if they're happy with their current agency or if they're doing it on their own. You develop your cold call pitch throughout time, but I like to use the email approach. One, because I can have my virtual assistant do it, so I don't have to be smiling and dialing. Now, if you're looking to build a list, this is the guy I've used on Fiverr, Maselguart. So he'll pull everything and he'll try and get all the information that you need. You want at least the email and the company name, because we're going to use that to help personalize it. And if they can get the owner name, that'd be great too. Once we have all the emails or contact info, what we're going to do is we create our campaigns. Now this is an example of a Mailchimp campaign that I had built, in which I was sending it to, I had a list that I had bought that I was trying to generate clients from. And what I had is that they worked really well, actually. Let's take a look at the reports when I ran these. So they had high open rates. So 25%. You can see the first had better, but note that there's a couple of things to take into account, is that you want to make sure you're aware of how to do email marketing. So let me run you through some of the things, because these are really good open rates. And I've run email marketing for very large campaigns, like MySpace. I was responsible for a period of time running email campaigns to millions of people. And one of the things is that the subject line is one of the biggest pieces of it. So if we look at the subject line on this email, this one was the first email contact. It's info to help business name, right? And then you're like, oh, kind of intriguing, right? So that gets them into it. So first we want to get it into it. So we want to make it relative to this, but we also just want to give them a teaser. What would get you to open an email if you're a business? And this was a YouTube tip that I'd sent them. And then I've got some information increase. I bold what I want to jump out. So I want them to go, oh, increase conversion up to 80%. I may even change that now. I may put increase new patients, get an increase in new patients of up to 80%. So that way with dental, they're going, oh, patients. Yeah, I want more patients. Then we have a little bit of the tip. I got a link to the video. So they click it. Or notice that it's an image. People are more engaging with images. So put that play button in front of them. They click it. You got to get good engagement. And then I've got information around the company and how we help. And then if you have any questions. So soft selling. Here, just check out this tip. This, the second email with our subject line was optimize your images for. So it's just another tip. And you may want to put tip number 2. And then I just go through how to optimize an image. And I would use a dental image, but this was for a lot of different campaigns. And, you know, when you get the businesses that are going, wow, I think you could use this, or are passing on to their marketing department, this could get a response. Like I've gotten responses at each one of them. And then this one was content distribution tips. And I talk about with the infographic that I took from somewhere, just smart ways to combine content marketing with SEO. And then we can help another soft sell. Now the next email I'd send is, hey, I'd like to schedule a time with you to discuss your marketing, your digital marketing campaigns. Hopefully you found the 3 tips that I just sent to be of value. Are you available Monday or Wednesday? Or you put something out there to get them to contact you. And you can get clients and find them anywhere, right? Like these guys, they just build it. Like you can buy lists. And then there's 3D mail results. So if you're trying to go after bigger clients, say law firms, like law firms get from a particular agency, they get care packages. And then they cold call on the care packages and send emails. And what I like to do to stick out, because they actually do a good job at it, is that you go and you look at your 3D mail products. And when you send them something, because if you send them in a flyer or a letter, they get thousands of those. So they're not interested in opening it. So we try and figure out what can we send them. So if I was looking at music companies, I'd use drumsticks. If I was looking at a graphic designer, maybe I'd do some scissors. If I was looking at analytics firm, a Rubik's Cube. If I was looking at a casino, dice. And you put these in to the envelope, right? And it gives it a little bump and people are intrigued to open it. So that's one way I've gotten better direct mail open rates and generated some clients. Now they got a lot of good stuff that you could choose from, and essentially it's just cheap plastic little things, but it helps set you apart. Like these little things make a difference. Like if you want to play in the game, I'm trying to find the one that so I use this one on dentists, where I actually sent this pill bottle, sent this to the dentist, and within it I had a note. And then on that note I had a sales page saying, hey, you want to get more patients? You want to increase the number of people coming through your office doors? Here's examples of what I've done for other dentists. Here's an example of what I could do for you. Please contact us right away for a free marketing consultation. If you contact us within the next week, we'll do a free, hey, we'll optimize your Google My Business page for free. Now, this is something that we'll look at, and if we already have a competitor, I won't mail to a area that I got a competitor, but for all other areas, I'll do it, and they'll see right away results, which then I'll do the follow-up call and try and close the business. So hopefully all this information you're able to take, use, and generate some clients with. And these tactics are very good tactics. They're original tactics that have been around for a long time. So make sure that you get out there and you just start doing this, and you start generating new clients, and you start dominating local business results for those clients.